Hey folks, Landstryder here, and we're back in mystical misadventures over here in the Twilight Forest. I'm outside this little hut thing that's been spawning some nasty druid guys. Probably not the best place to do my intro, but we are getting ready to go into that castle right there. You can see that there's no more particle effects blocking me out of it. So now, normally we would, break our way into the bottom here and work our way up. We could probably... Whoa, that's terrible. We're immediately confronted with a bunch of spider webs. It's nasty. But we don't have to do that. We wouldn't have to do that. We can just go right up to the top. We can fly up to the top because we can turn into a bat. And fly right up to the top of the area here. And we don't have to. Probably not the best idea to go straight through the top roof here. It'd probably be best to go in one of these little side towers and then walk into the middle. Maybe would be the best idea, or would be a better idea. So we'll do that. Did I bring myself any? Yes, I did bring a couple bottles of blood because I just realized I'm a little low on my bar down there. We want to make sure that we have full blood before we start this. Probably also want to turn on our sigil of elasticity just in case. And Phantom Bridge probably not necessary, but air sigils probably want to let them leave it on. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Lots of books in here, looks like. Okay. Looks like maybe the exit to here is this thing right here. Now that just goes over to another tower. Where? Okay. Maybe we do need to, well, maybe we go down, yeah, we gotta go down the bottom down here. Okay. And go through here. This looks weird. This looks like a weird generation of some sort. Because I can't get past those right there. For whatever reason, those are there. But anyway, we get into the middle here, and this might not be a bad idea to actually have our bow out so it'll be lighting things up, but I think we'll be okay. Now hopefully, you want to be careful not to fall through this staircase has tons and tons of holes all the way up through here. So it is a good idea to have that Ender Severance on. Yeah, he's not really taking any damage there, is he? Neither am I, though, so it's all good. Oh, it looks like we did manage to get one of his little shields off of him, so that's good. What we're supposed to do with this fight is actually gotta bounce those balls that are being shot at us back at him. And those will remove his little shields. Once his little shields are down, so maybe we need to swing a sword or something. Here, let me get the big sword out. No, that's not really doing anything either. So we can get lucky by just standing here. Maybe? No. We are getting a little low on health. Oh no, we managed to get one. Managed to get one off of him there. Trying to stand so that his guys actually hit him instead of me. That would be nice. Oh, there we go. There's one of me falling through a hole, but it's okay because I need to hit my blood bottle up so I can get my regen going. I could also hit my vampire regen there too. Is not a bad idea. I don't think this laser is actually having too much of an effect. That didn't even seem to have much effect either. Whoop, I'm falling down again. Okay, let's blood bottle going there again. Hit, let's do some Vampire Rage. not seem to have a lot of effect there. Alright, let me back off for a second here and think about what I want to do. Because we need to pull out... Let's pull out our bauble case. Let's pull out our flask of revitalization so I can get a little regen going, a little more regen, because I can hit my vampire regen right now. But maybe not haste, not speed, but it would be nice to go ahead and get that resistance going for the time being. We'll get back up there in just a second. He's not doing anything. He should be just fine. Alright, let's put away everything that we don't need. Ow, hey guys. Can't you see I'm on timeout here? Break. Take a break. Stop shooting at me. That's still not doing anything. Didn't feel like it did anything. I'm reflecting his little ball things. Maybe I gotta kill these guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it right, or they've changed it. They've definitely maybe made it a little harder to cheese it out, like they used to be able to. You used to be able to just come up in like whatever weapon you had. If you just could just do a massive amount of damage, you could get through. There we go. So I have to reflect the little guy's bullets to him is what I really need to do. So that seems to be the thing to do. Okay, this should be the thing to do. Alright, let me get this flask drunk. Give me a little regen for a second here. There, I got him. And he's dead. Nice! that was a little more difficult than I expected it to be, because they definitely made it so you couldn't just like cheese him out with mega damage like you used to be able to do. But I did get a zombie scepter, sorry, and a scepter of life draining, and of course the Twilight Lich trophy. Nice. So that's another one to hang on our walls. All right, time to get the map out and look for the next location. Let's see here. A little easier to read the map if you don't have anything in your offhand, because it makes the map bigger when you're dealing with these Minecraft style maps. And it looks like I've got a guy over that way. That looks like the fire swamp. So that would be the three-headed dragon guy. And there's another guy like straight to the east. I don't know if that would be this same guy. That looks like another Lich tower. So I don't think I want to go to the other Lich tower. What I probably want to do is go to the swamp, I think. Now I could go through and like gather up a bunch of treasure out of this, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it, because as far as I know, there's nothing like particularly awesome here, like just crazy awesome that I can't live without. Although if I'm gonna be trying to kill things with my laser, I have to actually have it in my hand. There we go. So I could probably just go out any of these little exits right here and fly off and head to the next place. I still have no, I have my resistance going, which is probably not a bad idea. So yay, I can now go into the swamp. And now that I can go into the swamp, I can get these massive, I love these huge lily pads. They're really cool looking, make a great decoration. Also those things, those lotus flowers are pretty neat. Huge water lilies. But we'll save that for another day when we're decorating a swampy area of our kingdom or whatever. They are nice to walk. They're really good for like walking, making a path across water if you need to. But there's a big tree over that way. Let's check our map to see if we're headed the right direction. Yep, we are. We're almost to the fire swamp, I think. And of course we're getting our rubber banding as usual. Oh yeah, look at all that. Is that a dragon's nest? It is. That is in fact... Oh, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. Oh, well, he brought me a book. Notes on the Fire Swamp. It's a trivial obstacle for a master explorer such as myself. I have traveled the seas, swarms of oceans. The burning air here is an interesting variation. Ah, okay. I bet that guy actually spawned specifically because I tried to go in there without being, without, you know, out of order, I guess. Out of order. So, maybe we need to take another look at our map. So maybe we do need to go over to that other location that seems to be showing on there. Because there's not a whole other options. Okay, so. We can be in the regular area here. Now looks like a big cave down that way. There's a green dot on the map up that way. A couple of them actually. I think those are just. Actually, bet those are all. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that they are dragons' roosts. I bet. Guess the only way to find out for sure is to go directly to one, which should be like straight east here and maybe a little bit south. So let's fly. Make it a little bit easier. So straight east. Well, that's where we were started out at. Where was our thing at here? It's like over this way. Nope, there it is. There's what it is. It's a hollow hill. It's a hollow hill of some sort. In fact, what is that? What is this? Isn't a regular hollow hill. It's like a it's a labyrinth. Do we have to go to the labyrinth next? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. I'm not sure. Probably somewhere there's a guide that tells me exactly which way to go, but I can go down in here, so I'm thinking maybe this might not be a bad place to go down in. Might not be a bad idea though, before I do jump in this hole here, that we put away some of the stuff that we don't necessarily need out. You see that things are disappearing out of our bag here. That is because I have actually set up a device over back at the base that will drain everything out and try to attempt to put it into the drawer system. Unfortunately, as soon as that 5 inventory slots of the hopper that's doing the pulling get full, it stops working. It stops working altogether because nothing else can go into it. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. The other issue is going to be, do we have enough bottles of blood here? We got enough for a little bit of an exploration. And you know what? We can always, woohoo! Hello, Mr. Cow. We can always teleport out of here. We have the things to do that. So, would have been nice. Oh, you know what? I was just about to say it would have been smart to bring some villagers, but guess what? I did bring villagers. I have some in one of these pendulums. I have a bunch of them in pendulums, I believe. So we can just pull this guy out and then put him back. Oh, hello. Hang on. Where's my laser? Get my laser back in my hand. I took it out because I didn't want to kill the villager, probably. Ah, you are annoying. Okay, cool. We killed those guys. Alright. Alright, let's run around through here and see if we can't find our way down to the... Ooh, this is probably a place that's going to be trapped, if I had to guess, with some explosives. I would almost guarantee you that's going to be trapped with a bunch of explosives. Okay, let's put our villagers away for the time being. I still have a blood bottle and a half here to go, so we're good there. Let's just remove those blocks right there, just for safety. Because that just says oak chest. Maybe we're okay here? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be trapped. I guess we're okay. I've also set up that this bag to take things in automatically, certain things in automatically. Like it would, if I would have picked them up off the ground, it would have taken those in. So, but it should also take in any of this stuff that is already inside of it. So that should help with keeping my inventory mostly clear. Probably don't need to have that sword out. I definitely want to keep that sword on my bar. But I'm using this sentient sword here with that I enchanted. I did do some enchanting finally. Managed to get sharpness 4 on my halberd, which is, you know, pretty good, pretty good. But nice to admit to get a few other things, but I have a bunch of books that I can still apply to that. Managed to get Shadow of Death 4, which I'm not 100% sure exactly how that's supposed to work. Or what it does, in fact, to be honest. But I also got Poison Blade 2 on that, on my Sentient Sword. And I've got my Grand Tartaric Gem with some Vengeful Will in it, so... and that is why it is a Vengeful Sentient Sword, which makes me actually run faster, which... And I really don't need to run any faster, but it's okay, I'll take it. Not entirely bad. But yeah, that should keep... I guess I didn't have torchberries in there, but maybe that's because they went into the hopper. Yeah, they did. There's just some torchberries in the hopper over there. Okay, well, I just have to remember to put those away from time to time then. And I don't need to keep this empty bottle in my inventory now that I've used up that potion. But I just gotta run through here, run through the maze, and find the way down to the bottom level, and then find the boss and kill it, I think. And that should hopefully open up the way to the next place. Aha! There he is. There's the boss man right there. There he is. We found him. Now, I could like super cheese this guy. Actually, he's pretty easy to cheese to begin with because you can just like swing at him through these gates and then he'll like charge and you can't get you. Wow, that was like even easier than I expected. That was even easier than I initially expected. But yeah, we're in. We killed the boss. We got the mushroom, the minishroom trophy. So there's another trophy for our wall back home. Let's go ahead and grab our treasure out of here and out of there. Oop, gotta put some of more of this stuff away. Now, one of the things he drops is the Minotaur Axe, which is supposed to be pretty decent. Extra damage while charging. Yeah. Well, it's not too terrible, but it is made of diamond, I think, and like you can do some cool things with it in certain packs. I don't know if this is one of those packs, though. I'm gonna guess no. So let's pull out our trophies here. Those are the two trophies we got so far. We've got the Lich King and the Minnow Shroom trophy. Now, I've got to kind of wonder, though, if this is gonna give us access to the place, to the next place. So let's go ahead, pull out, to get out of here a little bit easier, we're going to go ahead and grab out a token. There they are, a flu token. Just want one, please. There we go. Thank you. We didn't want to cooperate with me. And toss that on the ground. And then hopefully, if this is set right, I should just be able to step into it and type Landstryder, and poof, we are back at our little building. Cool, cool. So we can pop through here to our base stuff. And while we're over here, I can show you guys the new spawner. It is pretty, in fact, awesome and very good for getting XP now. Really, really super good for getting XP now. So let's come down here. You can actually kind of see it as I approach it. I will go ahead and switch on my normal vision. There we go, a little bit of rubber band there, but normal vision is now on. Should be, yeah. I might have accidentally got a couple levels of nocturnal on my armor. If I take it off, you can kind of see what it's. Yeah, I did get nocturnal prowess a little bit on my armor, which I did not want, but eventually we'll get that exactly the way we want it. But till that day, we'll just have to. Actually, the easy way to make sure that I'm not having the night vision from the armor is to take it off. Take off the chest piece there for a second, so that I can show you that when I flip this lever, you can see there's some lights in there. There's actually 12 spawners in there. There's 9 zombie spawners and 3 skeleton spawners. So if I turn that off, you can see it gets entirely dark in there, and that is because I'm using the opaque mimic blocks, and then I have quite clear glass inserted into them to make this window, which makes it a light blocking window because it's opaque mimic blocks instead of say transparent mimic blocks, or just using the glass itself. So there we go. We get all of the awesomeness of darkness in there, even though we've got nice glass windows so we can see in. And all of those things on the floor there, I mean, let me just deal with these guys real quick. I can put that back on. Kill off all these guys real quick. Interesting thing about the laser, you can actually fire it through walls as long as you are targeting a bad guy. As long as there's a mob there, it'll fire, even if it is through several blocks. And I do have this floating hopper hawk. It's a petite floating hopper hawk, so it doesn't have a real big radius, because I didn't really want it to have a big radius. I just wanted to pick up all that loot and drop it in this diamond chest, but as you can see, the diamond chest is already overflowing, and that is an issue that I'm going to have to deal with somehow. Set up some automation or something to keep it from overflowing all the time. But yeah, I just come over and throw things down this loot hole for this trash hole for the time being, to deal with some of the stuff if I get extra stuff in my inventory that I don't want at the moment. But I think we can come on down here and go ahead and mount our 2 new trophies. And let's just go from left to right. So there's the Lich King, and there's the Mini-Shroom. That actually works pretty good for a center one. Now we just need to do more, and then we'll have that side pretty much complete. Well, full of trophies anyway. I don't know about complete, but it'll be full of trophies. I'm pretty sure there's that many trophies or more to get over in the Twilight Forest. I'm pretty sure it's more. But I think that this is going to be a short episode, and we're going to wrap that up about there. I've got to show you the cool new spawner room, some of what's going on with that mechanic and stuff like that. And we killed a few bosses, so that's pretty good. We'll get the next 2 bosses in the next episode, or however many bosses. I'm pretty sure there's more than 2. In fact, we're probably going to head to this fire swamp next to see if we can get over to there, and then from there we'll just figure out where to go next. If it doesn't let us go there, we'll go someplace else, because that's how the Twilight Forest works now. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do be sure and hit that like button. And until next time, I will catch you later. Bye!